Hello my dear students, from so many classes we are discussing the word problems. Today also we will continue with the word problems. Today we will solve the word problems related to speeds there. So as already questions are with you, so we will start framing the equation there. It was written, first question, a train travels at a distance of 300 kilometer at a constant speed. So distance was given 300 kilometer. Distance is equal to 300 kilometer, and then if the speed of the train is increased by 5 kilometer per hour. So first we'll check, we'll take the original speed of the train as x. So we'll write, let the original speed of the train, let the original speed of the train be x kilometer per hour. Okay. Original speed is equal to x kilometer per hour and distance covered is equal to 300 kilometer. As we all know, speed is equal to distance by time. In physics you have studied there. Speed is equal to distance by time. Now here speed we have taken is equal to x and distance given is equal to 300 kilometer. So from this equation we will check what will be the formula for time. So we are going to use the transposition rule. This t I am shifting to left hand side. So it will be equal to speed into time is equal to distance. Now we have to find out time there. So time will be equal to distance by speed. So this formula we are going to use to solve these type of questions. Time is equal to distance by speed. So we can rewrite this as a formula only there. Now our distance is equal to 300 kilometer and speed we have taken is equal to x kilometer per hour. So time taken to cover 300 kilometer will be equal to, as we wrote the formula, time is equal to distance by speed. We will write there time taken is equal to distance by speed. Our distance is equal to 300 and speed is equal to x. So if we will take the speed is equal to x kilometer per hour, time taken will be equal to 300 by x. Now in the question they gave, if the speed of the train is increased by 5 kilometer an hour. So now we will write down new speed. What they said, speed is increased by 5 hours. Increase means now our speed will be equal to x plus 5. Distance covered is same. We have to cover 300 kilometer only, provided the speed is increased by 5 kilometer per hour. So in this case, what will be the time taken? Time taken will be equal to distance, that is 300, by our new speed is equal to x plus 5. So this was our original time taken and this is the new time taken. Now we will check the information which is given in the question. It was written, if the speed is increased, the journey would have taken 2 hours less. Means the difference in these two timings is 2 hours. So in which case we will take more time there? Obviously 300 by x. If we will increase the speed, we will take less time to cover the same distance. If that concept is not clear, just to check, numerator is same. If numerators are same, then the smaller denominator will be greater. So in x and x plus 5, smaller is x. So this number will be greater there. So this concept also we can use there. So this type difference is these two timings is 2 hours. So directly we will frame the equation 300 by x minus 300 by x plus 5, it was given, it would have taken 2 hours less. So difference in these two timings is equal to 2 hours. Now we can simplify it, do the cross multiplication. So it will be equal to 300x plus 1500 minus 300x by multiplication here also x square plus 5x is equal to 2. 300x and minus 300x will get cancelled there. X square plus 5x we can shift to right hand side. So it will be equal to 1500 is equal to 2x square plus 10x. So we are getting a quadratic equation. Make the right hand side is equal to 0. So we'll get 2x square plus 10x minus 1500 is equal to 0. As you can check, each term is divisible by 2. So we can cancel it by 2. So it will be equal to x square plus 5x minus 750 is equal to 0. Now you all can solve this quadratic equation. So after solving, you will get the value of x as 25 km per hour. At last, write down the answer statement. Original speed of the train is 25 km per hour. I hope the method is clear to you. We are using the concept speed is equal to distance by time. Since the relation given is time only, that's why we are taking what will be the time taken in different cases. In this way only we are going to solve the remaining problems also. So moving on to the next question. Second question, it was written. A fast train takes 3 hours less than a slow train for a journey of 600 km. So two trains are there. They are covering the same distance, that is 6 km per hour, with different speed there. So we'll take the speed of the slow train as x. We'll write let the speed of slow train be x km per hour. Then condition written there, fast train, if the speed of slow train is 10 km per hour less than that of the fast train. So we have taken the speed of slow train as x. Then speed of fast train will be equal to 10 km more. So we'll write here speed of fast train is equal to x plus 10. In this question only, if you want to take the speed of fast train as x, then speed of slower train will be equal to x minus 10. It depends on you. Minus I haven't taken because whenever minus sign will come, sometimes confusion will come. That's why I have taken as plus x plus 10. So in both the cases, we will check what will be the time taken by slow train and the time taken by fast train. So we'll write there time taken by slow train. Time taken by slow train is equal to, as we know, formula is time is equal to distance by speed. So our distance is equal to 600 and the speed of the slow train we have taken x. So time taken by slow train is equal to 600 by x. Similarly, time taken by the fast train is equal to, both are covering the same distance, 600 by speed of the fast train is x plus 10. So time taken by the slow train 600 by x, time taken by the fast train 600 by x plus 10. So again the difference in their timing we can check there. Take 3 hours less than a slow train for a journey of 600 km. So difference in these two timings is 600 km. Who will take more time? Obviously slow train will take more time. So we'll write 600 by x minus 600 by x plus 10 is equal to 3. Otherwise same concept here, numerator same, this denominator is smaller. So this number will be greater. So we'll write 600 by x minus 600 by x plus 10. 600 by x minus 600 by x plus 10 is equal to, difference in the timing is 3 hours. Again simplification. So it will be equal to 600x plus 6000 minus 600x by x square plus 10x is equal to 3. 600x will get cancelled there. X square plus 10x we can shift to right hand side. So it will be equal to 6000 is equal to 3x square plus 30x. So 3x square plus 30x minus 6000 is equal to 0. So we can divide the whole equation by 3. It will be equal to x square plus 10x minus 3 2s are 6, 2000 is equal to 0. Now all can solve the quadratic equation. So while solving, you will get two values for x. One will be positive and might be second one will be negative. And since x we have taken speed will never be negative. So take the positive value there. So in this question you will get value of x is equal to 40. So speed of the slow train will be equal to 40 and speed of the fast train will be equal to 50 km per hour. Always speed we have to take positive only. Now moving on to the third question. A plane left 30 minutes later than the scheduled time. So already the plane is half an hour late. So in order to reach its destination 1500 km away, we have to reach the destination at right time only. So plane has to increase the speed there. We have to find what is the usual speed of the plane. So we'll take, let the speed of the plane, let the usual speed be x km per hour. Now to reach the destination at right time, the plane has to increase its speed. So here we can write down what will be the new speed. New speed is equal to, plane has to increase the speed by 250 km per hour. So increased speed will be equal to x plus 250. Again in both the cases what we will check, what will be the time taken by the plane in these two cases. So first we will take their original time is equal to, how much distance they are covering? They are covering the distance 1500 km. So original time will be equal to distance by speed 1500 by x. Now since due to delay plane has to increase the speed, so we can write there what will be the new time. New time will be equal to 1500 by x plus 250. We have increased the speed because we started 30 minutes later there. So to cover that gap we have increased the speed, meaning difference in these two timings is equal to 30 minutes. And since speed we have taken in kilometer per hour, so time also should be given in hour only. So 30 minutes we are going to convert in hour. So difference in these two timings is equal to 30 minutes. So obviously numerator same. So whose denominator will be smaller, that number will be greater. 1500 by x minus 1500 by x plus 250 is equal to 30 minutes written there. So I am writing here 1 by 2. Why I am writing there? Because 30 minutes if we have to convert in hour, we have to divide it by 60. So 30 by 60 will be equal to half an hour. That's why written there 1 by 2. Now here while doing the calculation, if you want 1500 you can take outside. Then calculation will be easy for you. If you don't want, then directly you can do the cross multiplication. Just once I can show you how we are taking it outside. If 1500 I took outside, then inside the bracket it will be equal to 1 by x. From here 1500 taken outside. That's why 1 by x minus, from here also 1500 taken outside. So it will be equal to 1 by x plus 250 is equal to 1 by 2. So 1500 into, now inside the bracket cross multiplication, x plus 250 minus x by x square plus 250x is equal to 1 by 2. Here x and minus x will get cancelled. These 2 we can shift to left hand side. So 2 is in denominator. When you will change the position, it will get to go to numerator there. So which one is easy? That multiplication we can do. 250 into 2. 25 2s are 50 and 1 more 0. So it will be equal to 1500 into 500 is equal to x square plus 250x. Now here it will be equal to 4 zeros. First only we can write and then just multiply 15 by 5. So 15 5s are 75 is equal to x square plus 250x. Shift all the expression to one side. X square plus 250x minus 7,50,000 is equal to 0. Again solve the quadratic equation. So when you will solve the equation, you will get x is equal to 750 km per hour. X equal to 750 km per hour. Again, 2 values of x you will get. One will be positive and one will be negative. And since speed we are always taking positive, that's why negative value we will avoid. Moving on to the next question. Next question related to speed only. The speed of a boat in still water is 8 km per hour. It can go 15 km upstream and 22 km downstream. So when you are moving in the sea there, speed of the boat is there and speed of the sea waves also will be there. So that is called the speed of the stream there. So normally in all the cases speed of the boat only will be greater there. Here we have to find the speed of the stream means speed of the sea waves there. It was written there it can go 15 km upstream means upstream going opposite to the direction of stream, and downstream means going in the direction of stream there. So first here in this case we will take, let the speed of the stream be speed of the stream be x km per hour. Now here 2 conditions we have to check. What will be the speed upstream? What will be the speed upstream? Speed of the boat already given there 8 km per hour. So if you are going upstream means you are going against the direction of stream there. So you have to work more there. So in that case our speed upstream we will take is equal to 8 minus x. I hope the method is clear to you. Speed of the boat is equal to x and speed of the stream we have taken x km per hour. So speed upstream we will take 8 minus x. Always speed of boat only should be written first. Then we will write down speed downstream. Speed downstream will be equal to 8 plus x. Speed upstream 8 minus x we will take and speed downstream is equal to 8 plus x. In all the cases, whenever the question related to speed is coming, always you have to write down first what will be the speed upstream and speed downstream. Because in this type of question, for writing this one, you will get 1 mark there. Now we can check what is the time taken there. It can go 15 km upstream. So distance covered while upstream is equal to 15 km. So we'll write then time taken to cover upstream. Time taken to cover upstream is equal to, the distance is 15 km and speed we have taken is equal to, speed upstream is 8 minus x. The same way we will write what will be the time taken to cover downstream. We will write there time taken to cover downstream. Downstream, as we can check there, 22 km downstream. So distance covered is 22 kilometer and downstream speed is equal to 8 plus x. Now we'll check the statement there. It can go 15 kilometer upstream and 22 kilometer downstream in 5 hours. So time taken to cover these two distances is 5 hours. So we'll write down there 15 by 8 minus x plus 22 by 8 plus x is equal to total time taken is 5 hours. Now here taking common factor not required there, we'll do the cross multiplication. So it will be equal to 15 8s are 120 plus 15x plus sign is there, that's why bracket is not needed, plus 22 into 8 will be equal to 8 2s are 16, carry over 1, 8 2s are 16 plus 1, 17, 176 minus 22x by 8 minus x into 8 plus x. We will use the identity, so it will be equal to 64 minus x square is equal to, now we will simplify it, 15 minus 22. So it will be equal to minus 7x, 120 plus 176 we can add. So it will be equal to 6, 7 plus 2 9, 1 plus 1 2. So it will be equal to plus 296 is equal to 64 minus x square shifting to right hand side. So 64 multiplied by 5. So that will be equal to 5 4s are 20, carry over to 5 6 are 30, 30 plus 2 will be equal to 32 minus 5x square. So we can shift all the expression to left hand side. So it will be equal to 5x square minus 7x plus 296 minus 320 is equal to 0. 5x square minus 7x, here it will be equal to, if you will do the subtraction, 10 minus 6 will be equal to 4, here it becomes 1, so 11 minus 9 is equal to 2. Method clear there, 320 minus 296. So we got the quadratic equation. All can solve this quadratic equation. So when you will solve, again two values you will get, take the positive value because speed will never be negative. So answer will come 3 km per hour. So always write down the answer statement there. Speed of the stream is 3 km per hour. Now moving on to the next question, question number 5. Since this is new question for you, so one more question we can do there. Swati can row her boat at a speed of 5 km per hour. So speed of the boat is given 5 km per hour and distance upstream is given, and it takes 5.2 km upstream to return downstream. So in both the cases distance covered is same, only the difference is there in timing. So as we did in the previous question, we'll write let the speed of the stream be, let the speed of the stream be x. As we wrote in the previous question, we'll write there what will be the speed upstream. Speed upstream will be equal to, speed of the boat is given 5. Always write 5 first. Speed of the boat only should be written first. Speed upstream will be equal to 5 minus x, and then we will write speed downstream. Downstream will be equal to 5 plus x. Now we will write what will be the time taken to cover upstream. Time taken to cover upstream is equal to, it takes her 1 hour more to row the boat 5.25 km upstream. So distance is given 5.25 by speed upstream is equal to 5 minus x. And then similarly we will write time taken to cover downstream. Time taken to cover downstream. The same way returning back there. So distance covered will be same there. 5.25 by speed is 5 plus x. Now we will check what is the difference in these two timings there. If it takes her 1 hour more to row the boat upstream. So obviously when you are going against the direction of motion, you will take more time there. So 5.25 by 5 minus x will be greater. So difference in these two timings is 1 hour. So we are going to frame the equation now. It will be equal to 5.25 by 5 minus x minus 5.25 by 5 plus x. Difference in these two timings is equal to 1 hour. Always the time should be written in hour only. If it is not written in hour, you have to convert in hour. If it is written in minutes, convert into hour by dividing it by 60. So while calculation with the decimal, if it is difficult for you, you can take 5.25 outside. Then inside the bracket we will get 1 by 5 minus x minus 1 by 5 plus x is equal to 1. 5.25 into cross multiplication, so it will be equal to 5 plus x. Minus sign is there, that's why I put the bracket. 5 minus x by 25 minus x square is equal to 1. We'll open the bracket. 5.25 into 5 plus x minus 5 plus x is equal to 25 minus x square, shifted there. 5 and minus 5 will get cancelled. We'll get there 5.25 into x plus x will be equal to 2x is equal to 25 minus x square. Multiply 5.25 by 2. So it will be equal to 2 5s are 10. Carry over 1. 2 2s are 4 plus 1 5. 2 5s are 10. And since 1 2 after decimal sign 2 digits are there. So count from here, right side 1 2. So it will be equal to 10.50x is equal to 25 minus x square. We'll shift all the expression here. So it will be equal to x square minus 10.5x minus 25 is equal to 0. If you want, you can solve from here, or if doing the calculation in decimal is difficult for you, then what you can do one thing, you can remove the decimal there. How we will remove the decimal? After the decimal sign, how many digits are there? 1 digit only. So to remove that decimal, what we will do, this one is optional. If you want, you can do it. Otherwise, here we got the equation. If you are comfortable with the decimal, here only you can start solving the decimal there. Or if you don't want, then we can multiply it by 10. Then it becomes 10x square minus 10.5 into 10. Decimal sign will be removed. So it will be equal to 105x minus 250 is equal to 0. And since all the numbers are divisible by 5, we can cancel it by 5. So it will be equal to 2x square minus 21x minus 50 is equal to 0. Now you can solve the quadratic equation. Till here, if you are comfortable with the decimals, you can solve here only. Otherwise, to remove this decimal, since after the decimal sign only 1 0 digit is there, we will multiply it by 10. After the decimal sign, if 2 zeros are there, then we will multiply it by 100. Now you can solve this question. You will get the value of x as 2 km per hour. Answer already you have with you. Once again, I am just writing the answer there. Answer will come 2 km per hour. Now moving on to the next set of questions there. Question number 6. 2 pipes running together can fill a cistern. Cistern meaning tank there. 2 pipes running together can fill a tank in 1 by 3 minutes. So time given there, and if one pipe takes 3 minutes more than the other to fill it, find the time taken in which each pipe would fill the cistern there. So now here we have to use the concept of work done there. So I am giving you an example there. Suppose you are completing a work in 2 days. Then how much portion of the work will be finished in 1 day, that we will check. You are completing the work in 2 days there. So how much portion of the work, how much fraction of the work will be completed. So obviously if you are completing the work in 2 days, meaning in 1 day your half of the work should be over there. Now in the same way, if you are completing the work in 3 days, then your work done in 1 day. Since you are completing the work in 3 days, in 1 day you are completing 1/3 of the work. In the same way, in the second day also you will complete 1/3 of the work, and in the third day also 1/3 of the work. So it will be equal to, after 3 days, 3/3 is equal to 1. So this is the concept which we are going to use now. If you are completing the work in 2 days, then work done by you in 1 day will be equal to 1/2. If you are completing the work in 3 days, then work done by you in 1 day will be equal to 1/3. If you are completing the work in 5 days, then work done by you will be equal to 1/5 in 1 day. So if you are completing the work in X days, then work done by you in 1 day will be equal to 1/x. So this is the concept which we are going to use now. So now we can start there. 2 pipes were there, so we can check, find the time in which each pipe would fill the cistern there. So we'll write, let the time taken by 1 pipe is equal to x minute. Let the time taken by first pipe is equal to x minutes. And in the question given there, if one pipe takes 3 minutes more than the other, so we'll write time taken by the second pipe. Time taken by the second pipe is equal to, it takes 3 minutes more, so it will be equal to x plus 3 minutes. Now we are going to use the concept work done there. So time taken by the first pipe is x minutes. So we will write here work done by pipe 1 in 1 minute. Since minute is given, so we'll check in 1 minute how much work will be over. So that will be equal to 1/x. Similarly, work done by second pipe in 1 minute will be equal to 1/x plus 3. Now it was written there, the tank will be filled in 1/3 minutes. Here also we'll write, now both the pipes are working together, and what will be the work done by them in 1 minute, that we have to calculate there. Now we will write here time taken to fill the tank is equal to, that is 1/13. So I am converting into improper fraction. So 13 3s are 39 plus 1, 40/13 minutes. If both the pipes are working together, they are filling the tank in 40/30 minutes. So how much work they are doing in 1 minute, that we have to calculate. Here don't do the mistake. Don't write 1/x plus 3 is equal to 40/30 minutes. Here we have written the work done by them. So right hand side also should be work done only. At present we wrote time taken there. So now here we will write work done by both the pipes in 1 minute is equal to, as here we wrote reciprocal, in the same way it will be equal to 1/40/13. 1 divided by 40/13. So when we will change the division into multiplication, it will be equal to 1 into 13/40. So work done will be equal to 13/40, because in the left hand side we are writing work done. So in the right hand side also we can equate work done to work done only, not work done to time there. Now we will frame the equation. Together they are filling the tank in 40 by 30 minutes. So work done by them in 1 day, 1 minute we wrote there. So 1 by x plus 1 by x plus 3 is equal to 13 by 40. Since it is the first question, that's why I explained in detail there. Afterwards we can write directly also. 13 by 40. Now we'll simplify it. Cross multiplication. So it will be equal to x plus 3 plus x by x square plus 3x is equal to 13 by 40. 2x plus 3 by x square plus 3x is equal to 13 by 40. Cross multiplication. So it will be equal to 80x plus 120 is equal to 13x square plus 13 3s are 39x. Shift all the expression to one side. We'll get 13x square 39 minus 80. So sign will be negative there. If you want you can do the subtraction there. 80 minus 40 will be equal to how much? 40. Then 80 minus 39 will be equal to 41. If you want you can do the 10 minus 9 will be equal to 1. 7 minus 3 is equal to 4. So we are going to write here minus 41x and this 120 shifting there. So it will be equal to minus 120 is equal to 0. So we got the quadratic equation. Now all can solve the equation. So when you will solve, again you will get two values for x. One will be positive, other will be negative. Here we have taken x as the time taken. So time taken will never be negative. We are not saying how much time you are I am taking minus 5 time or minus 3 time. Always time we have to take positive. So take the positive answer. So you will get the value of x as 5 minutes. So time taken by one pipe will be equal to 5 minutes and second pipe will be equal to 8 minutes. Hope the method is clear to you. Now moving on to the next question. Question number 7. Two pipes running together can fill a tank in 11 1 by 9 minutes. If one pipe takes 5 minutes more than the other to fill, find the time in which the tank will be filled. So again we will take, let the time taken by first pipe be x minute. Let the time taken by first pipe is equal to x minutes. So and the time taken by second pipe, it was written there if one pipe takes 5 minutes more than the other. So second pipe is taking 5 minutes more, x plus 5. Now we'll write work done by pipe 1 in 1 minute is equal to 1 by x. Similarly, work done by pipe second in 1 minute will be equal to 1 by x plus 5. And total time taken, it was given 11 by 9. Total time taken by them, that is equal to 11 by 9 minutes. Again simplify it there. So it will be equal to 11 9s are 99 plus 1, 100 by 9 minutes. Then what will be the work done? As we did in the previous question, work done will be equal to 1 by 100 by 9. So we will shift 9 there. So it will be equal to 9 by 100. Now we are going to equate then work done is 1 by x and 1 by x plus 5 and here we got 9 by 100. So it will be equal to 1 by x plus 1 by x plus 5 is equal to 9 by 100. Again simplify, all can simplify with me. X plus 5 plus x. So I am writing it directly, 2x plus 5 by x square plus 5x is equal to 9 by 100. Do the cross multiplication. So we will get 2x into 100 will be equal to 200x plus 100 into 5 500 is equal to 9x square plus 9 5s are 45x. 9x square 45 minus 200, so that will come negative. 10 minus 5, 5, here it will become 9 minus 4, 5, 155x minus 500 is equal to 0. Now you can solve this one. I think this calculation, you might think it will be difficult there, so I think you can do it. Try to do it, you will get the answer there. You will get two values there. X will be equal to 20 minutes and another will be equal to 25 minutes. So moving on to the next question. It was written A takes 6 days less than the time taken by B. A is taking 6 days less than the time taken by B. So who is taking more time there? A takes 6 days less. So B will take 6 days more. If you want, you can write time taken by B. If you are taking as X, then time taken by A will be equal to X minus 6. If you want to take time taken by A is equal to X, then time taken by B will be equal to X plus 6. If you don't want a subtraction sign, then you have to do in that way. Otherwise, both are correct only. So it was written A takes 6 days less than the time taken by B to finish a work there. So if we are taking the time taken by B as X, then time taken by A will be equal to X minus 6. If you are taking time taken by A as X, then time taken by B will be equal to X plus 6. It depends on you how you want to frame the equation there. So at present I am using one method only. As it was given in the question, in the same way we can write there. Let the time taken by B is equal to X days. We write let the time taken by B. Let the time taken by B is equal to X minutes. And in the question it was written A takes 6 days less. So time taken by A. Time taken by A will be equal to X minus, not minute there, days. X minus 6 days there. If both A and B together can finish it in 4 days. Again we will calculate what will be the work done by them in 1 day. So work done by A in 1 day, work done by B in 1 day will be equal to 1 by X, and work done by A in 1 day will be equal to 1 by X minus 6. Together they are completing the work in 4 days. So work done by them in 1 day will be equal to 1 by 4. So now I am framing the equation directly. 1 by X plus 1 by X minus 6 is equal to 1 by 4. Here most of the students are doing mistake. They are writing here 4. 4 is the time taken to complete the work there. So work done in 1 day will be equal to 1 by 4. So now hope in this way you can do the cross multiplication and simplify it. So when you will solve, again you will get two values there. One will be positive and second will be negative there. And since we have taken X as number of days will never come negative. So you have to take the positive value only. Answer will come there 12 days. We have to calculate only the time taken by B. Means you have to calculate the value of X only. Hope the method is clear to you. Now moving on to the next question. It was written to fill a swimming pool, 2 pipes are required. If the pipe of larger diameter used for 4 hours and smaller one used for 9 hours, only half of the pool will be filled. Means in this timing they are doing half of the work only. That we have to check there. Now we can check how much, what is the relation in their timing there. if the pipe of smaller diameter takes 10 hours more than the pipe of larger diameter. So we will write let the time taken by pipe with larger. In this way we can write let the time taken by pipe L is equal to x hours. Let the time taken by the pipe of larger diameter. So that name I gave pipe L. Let the time taken by pipe L is equal to x hours. So pipe of smaller diameter will take 10 hours more. So time taken by pipe S, smaller diameter. Pipe S will be equal to 10 hours more. So it will be equal to x plus 10 hours. Now we will write what will be the work done by pipe L in 1 hour is equal to 1 by x. And in the question it was given the pipe of larger diameter used for 4 hours. So we will write here work done by pipe L in 4 hours. In 1 hour they are doing 1 by x. So in 4 hours it will be equal to 4 into 1 by x. Same concept. If the cost of 1 chocolate is 10 rupees, then cost of 5 chocolates will be equal to 5 into 10. Similarly, we will write the work done by the pipe S. Work done by, this one I am writing directly there, pipe S in. The pipe of smaller diameter works for 9 hours there. So, in 9 hours is equal to 9 by x plus 10. So, both the pipe of larger diameter works for 4 hours and pipe of smaller diameter works for 9 hours. So, this is the work done by them together, 4 by x plus 9 by x plus 10. But in the question is given there, if they worked for this much time, only half of the pool can be filled. So how much work they have completed? They have not completed the work. They have done only half of the work there in this much time. So equation will come 4 by x plus 9 by x plus 10 is equal to, if they fill the tank, we will write here 1. And since at present only half of the pool is filled, we will write here half. Now I think you all know how to solve this type of equation. You can solve the equation there. So when you will solve, you will get the values as 20 hours and 30 hours. Answer will come 20 hours and 30 hours. Now moving on to the next question. Next question again, it was related to speed of the boat and stream there. So speed of the boat in still water is given there, 30 km upstream and downstream also given. We have to find the speed of the stream. So we will take, let the speed of the stream be x kilometer per hour. Again, we will write down what will be the speed upstream and downstream. Speed upstream is equal to speed of the boat, always write first there. Speed of the boat is given 15. So speed upstream will be equal to 15 minus x, and speed downstream will be equal to 15 plus x. Now we will check how much distance they are traveling there. It can go 30 km upstream and return downstream to the original point. So distance covered is same while moving upstream and downstream there. So we will write time taken to cover upstream. Time taken to cover upstream is equal to, distance covered is 30 km. So it will be equal to 30 by 15 minus x. Similarly, time taken to cover downstream, same distance only, 30 by 15 plus x. Now read the statement there. It was written it can go 30 km upstream and return in 4 hours and 30 minutes. So time taken is 4 hours and 30 minutes. 30 by 15 minus x plus 30 by 15 plus x is equal to 4 hours and 30 minutes. Meaning 4 hours plus 30 minutes. So here minute we have to convert into hour. So to convert in hour we will divide it by 60. So 30 by 60 it will be equal to 1 by 2. 4 hours plus half an hour more. So it will be equal to 4.5 hours. Here if you want you can take 30 common. Then inside the bracket it will be equal to 1 by 15 minus x plus 1 by 15 plus x is equal to 4 plus half, 4.5. Doing the cross multiplication, 4 2 is 8 plus 1, 9 by 2. So 30 into cross multiplication, so it will be equal to 15 minus x plus 15 plus x. 15 plus x plus 15 minus x. X and x will get cancelled. 15 plus 15, 30. By here identity. A minus b into a plus b. So a square minus b square. 15 square is 225 minus x square is equal to 9 by 2. Now we can shift this expression here, and 9 by 2 I am shifting to left hand side there. So it will be equal to 30 into 2, and this 9 will come to denominator. Equal to this expression will shift to right hand side. 225 minus x square. Now if cancellation is possible we can cancel it. 3 tens are 3 3s are 9, 3 tens are. So it will be equal to 200. 200 is equal to 225 minus x square. We are not getting a term related to x there. We can shift all the expression to one side. So it will be equal to x square minus 25 is equal to 0. Or we will get x square is equal to 25. So we will get two values. X is equal to plus or minus square root of 25. X is equal to square root of 25, and square root of 25 is plus or minus 5. Write both the values there, and then we will write speed will never be negative, therefore x is equal to 5. And at last write down the answer statement. Speed of the stream is 5 km per hour. Hope the method is clear to you. This type of question requires a lot of practice. So do all the questions and do the homework also regularly, and whatever extra questions are given to you. Thank you.